are back in bar 16 for the second rap battle of the evening in Ipswich. So Ipswich, make some noise! Right, we have on my left the editor-at-large of Nuts magazine from Wolverhampton, Pete Cashmore. And on my right, we have Mos Prob, for some reason is dressed as a penguin.
Get him, bro! Don't believe her lies.
Do we know who's going first?
I don't think we do.
Oh, I'm going first.
Okay, first round on Pete Cashmore. Let's go.
Okay. Mos Prob is that dude who lets the gats clap. When he blows 2 cans, he ain't sucking off that chap. When he starts bucking and shanking, he'll lay you flat like planking. Busting with the small arms like thalidomides wanking. You best believe he'd be that horrible glove holder, dumping in the streets like an irresponsible dog owner. Cause who got the guns? That dude had them. And what does he do to people? He shoot at them. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to inject some drama in that because I'm faced with a rapper I'd introduced to my mum and my dad. Most of the rappers would be like, I'll fuck your mums and stab up your pops. He'd be like, would you like a cup of tea? Do you want anything from the shops? Mos Prob's a nice guy, a break-up drunk and fights guy, a buy you pints guy. Although in person, he's silent and quite shy. If you fucked his bird and pelted her with serious jizz, he wouldn't get all on some Aggie and delirious shiz. He'd actually ask you, please fill out this questionnaire rating your experiences. And if you disemboweled this bellend with the widest of cuts, he'd apologise for hitting you in the knife with his guts. Alan, you are affable, and your bird is really spaffable, but the fact you're doing battling is laughable. You could tell him you killed 7 kids, have sex with flids, bust texts at kittens and never miss, get sexual kicks from messing with old pension chicks' appendages, and lovely Mos Prob would still happily exchange pleasantries. You know what, fuck it. I'm gonna get.
Next one!
I'm Pete Cashmore, editor-at-large. No, I'm Pete Cashmore, redditor that's large. I couldn't find enough awful bars to test him enough with, so I stuck with the Pete Cashmore formula. Terrible couplets, but with less of the gunship. How comes you're always in the presence of loads of breasts, but you don't get to have sex ever? Your set presence makes Les Dennis look like Sketch Menace, who's a rapper. You are a massive prick. I accidentally got distracted and wrote this entire round about Keith Chegwin, and he was like, wow, he compared Cheggers to me, get it? Your rapping was awesome to see on the unfortunate theme of finally witnessing someone more awkward than me. And if we were out on a date, if we were trying to take the same chick on a date, I'd be winning it plain. Because we're of a similar physical frame, but I'm a 5th of your age. And what is it with this guy from Nuts? You look like you've survived every kind of mumps. And I don't look like your mum, so I've already kind of won. And yes, that is a pint of cum. In-joke humour. You're my oldest friend. Slow it down. Yeah. I said you are categorically not my youngest friend. Speed it back up. You're my oldest friend, but I'll still step up in his face all bold and then say, you, sir, have a less than wholesome stench like a bowl of phlegm. Why do you act like a Jack the Lad and a dapper chap when you run the UK's 4th favourite wanking mag and you haven't even managed that so we get to see fanny flaps? And when was the last time you had sex in your bed? Weird, because me and Jackie have.
Oh, you fucking...
More to come. Right now, this friend is pleasant. I'll give him presents. He deserves the nicest. Thank you for letting me play Texas Hold'em poker at yours when you weren't invited. Seriously, mate, you're really great. And I was a gent, so I didn't fill a face, so I just spaffed into your pillowcase. No, seriously, you're really funny. You make me more laugh. Laughter's good, so I won't inform you of how we bonked in your 4-star bathroom and went to Thorpe Park afterwards. I bet you woke up that morning for half a second. genuinely believing we hadn't marred your bedroom. We turned the battle event after session into Brahmageddon. That's it, really.
I should explain, him and his girlfriend spent the night in my flat, and he flatly he told me that he absolutely categorically didn't have sex with her in my bed.
Categorically?
He was right. Nerd, you dream of skiing holidays on the ice planet Hoth, and you look like a goth, fucked to sloth. You've got more irrelevant Maltese than my hometown's got Balties, but your main annoying fault is your voice is just like Basil Fawlty's. I mean, I've been there when you spat Dope Freeze, but you do it with that Colin Hunt from the Fast Show Steez. That makes me want to buy a gun so I can clap those knees and stand over you begging, quit rap, bro, please. But I'll give this Jew his Jews. He's Jewish, that's important as well. I'll give this Jew his Jews. He's a man of many talents. With so many irons in the fire, it must be hard to find balance. So instead of standing here criticising your irritating nerd flow, I'm going to organise your workload, so step back and observe, bro. 1. Never go back to Sanity Valve. That shit's too wank, man. You make Dick Limerick Academy look like the Wu-Tang Clan. None of you will get that.
I get it.
2.
Two of us.
Quit playing keyboards, because that's whack. I'm fed up with you turning up at my flat with an organ up your back. Pause. 3. Quit the battle rap at which you're frequently buoyed. I'm giving you a new career plan here, and you should be overjoyed. And now I'm going to choke in the middle of the round. Okay, so we'll skip on and we'll go to... and it's such a fucking shame. Hold it together. It's such a fucking shame in the scene that you claim you're not even the best rapper with your own name. To explain. Props now. This is Adam the rapper. He's sick as fuck. This is the Adam that's crapper. He's shit and sucks. Adam the rapper, ill and gets rowdy. Adam that's crapper, shrill and dressed dowdy. Adam the rapper's pretty beard but spits raw bars finer. Adam that's crapper's shitty beard looks like a porn star's vagina. Adam the rapper, yeah. Adam that's crapper, meh. Adam the rapper's got that classic skill, bro. Adam that's crapper is a massive dildo!
Yeah!
Props.
She said my beard looked like a porn star's vagina. You're boring and fake. Besides, you work in the porn industry. Aren't they normally shaved? You see, whatever. I'll do what you do, but replace guns with thoughts. Peter, your minds are terrible and some are short. Your genitals are just deformed. I bet you terrible in summer shorts because they're old and dandy and get stuck indoors. It's not bad. You're boring with a sexual. You're small and ineffectual like a panda's dick. And your experience with stalkers is akin to a landlord who's racist to Asians because you never let a Mandarin. Okay, they're not a Manda prick, but in the rap, it fits. And to his stalker, you're a vile, slimy forkwit and your life is awkward. You ruined his life and you left his life contorted just because your mind is warped, and you better hope we don't wind up talking, otherwise I'll find a fork and give both of your eyes abortions. And aside from violent talking and aside from stalking, your taste in guys appalling. Dude, try to imagine it from her perspective by trying to keep her globular partials wet and watch this retarded pleb through her optical harder strength binocular glasses lens through in this horrible bastard's head while he tries to proffer what Bob could next rhyme with your prob and I'll blast the text, touching his podgy and nasty legs, touching his knob over MasterChef.
Let's go.
Proper regards, your friend. P.S. Your last 3 girlfriends are now sorry and largely dead, and now you listen to Morrissey after sex. But I'll protect you, Pete. Watch. For security reasons, on wheel locks on the sign you keep on your front lawn that says keep off, I'll drop an obscene log in Pete's bog and turn it into a peat bog. It'll reek lots, and before you know it, she's gone. That's the kind of friendship we've got. That's the kind of friendship we've got. But I can't give stick to Pete like I did to Jackie in his sheets.
Fucking bastard, man.
My jaw drops in disbelief and I witnessed Pete attacking a quiz machine as he remixes wistful dreams of being a countdown winning bewitching queen, inserting 50p after 50p on a lexical killing spree. Ipswich, please. Of course he's got astounding literacy and begins to see a list of things before he even begins to speak, because A, he's on a Kmart sucks, excellent driver, counting matchsticks with these autistic steeds, and the other thing is B, you're 63. And your bedroom is like Texas, because it was the result of a disastrous drilling scene that ended in deep crevices, springing leaks, and southern accents giving screams. Stop fisting herons.
Good, Penguin. Firstly, I can't debate everything you just said. I have got a stalker, because I'm brilliant in bed. Anyway, Hognose, what are you doing in rap? Fuck knows. But I'm Pete Cashmore. I'm an amusing character here to dead this Jew like the Munich massacre. Fuck that up. I'll be burying you like Palestinians in 72. Open your coffin, sit in your face, and then heavily poo. Messily too. And you ain't even Mos Prob, you're most sad. But not Mos sad, because you're not bad. Complicated rhyme schemes there. And actually, is it Mos or is it Moss? Actually, I don't give a fucking toss. Because Mos Prob, whatever it is, you most definitely ain't most deaf. When you hand out flyers for your shows, you still end up with most left. If you gave up music, no great loss, because you're a whining, scrawny little bitch. Kate Moss. Watch me roll Moss and eat it up like a burrito. He sucks and he's annoying. Mosquito. I'm the most hot, the most ludicrous, the most lethal. Who cares not a jot about Judicrous? Most people. Now normally, I'd say make your business your comedy sketches. Unfortunately, I've actually witnessed your comedy sketches. You're a rapper who ain't gully, a comic who ain't funny. I bet you're not even circumcised fully. Please, don't get it out. Don't get it out. But I'm Pete Cashmore. Coming through with vocal ruckus, leaving Mos Prob deader than local hookers. I'm really sorry. Round 1, round 2, round 3, I had him. Obviously I didn't. But if you think he won, then you don't know me from Adam. I'm really sorry about that.
See, recently I've been paving my way in rap and the scene, but it's a tragic fact that I see, because I'm faced with this aging gangly dweeb, and I think, no, fuck, so this is what happens to me. This cannot be. I cannot fuse into this loosely fitted, huge prick in the future, so I've got to use image movement to diffuser like that Joseph Gordon-Levitt dude hitting Bruce Willis in Looper. You've got to watch Looper, man. Intervention time! You've got to clear some stuff up, Pete. You're a nice guy, Pete. Cheer the fuck up, Pete. You're the kind of middle-aged looking guy who turns up to battle in a onesie. Oh wait, that's just me. But seriously, Pete, it's time to stop. Are you 39 or not? Oh yeah, you're 40, sorry, I forgot. Intervention time! You sound unfailingly glum when you're saying your stuff. I know being you must be occasionally fun, you're just a little too old to be playing with guns. Intervention time! You're all of my friends, you're the cleverest. You've won Countdown 9 times. You're well intelligent. You make quiz machines cry just for the hell of it, so why, oh why, do you get depressed as shit and pretend to think yelling things to everyone on your Facebook friending list is a viable alternative to a therapist? And fucking Jackie in your bed was sick. Though I would recommend getting better springs. Intervention time! You're never that cheerful. It's as if here's an orphanage. You work at the bottom tier and deliver comfortable mid-tier performances, break down during the first and second round and deliver mid-tier performances. I don't know why you do it, quite frankly. You're clearly bored of it. It'll sort of sink in when you're 46 and your battle record exists, but I'm the one with a wife and some awesome kids. I can just imagine me cradling them next to the crib they're snoring in, gently whispering them in their ear, Pete Cashmore's a prick! Intervention time! I know why you've come to this, without knowing what the fuck it is. Stick it off your bucket list. The thing is, before I retire to my grave, I want to jump off the Empire State on some bungee shit. But I limit it to once, you prick. Because in my case, If I'm paying £100 every time the funter exists, I just end up repeatedly getting dunked in sick. You had your fun when you were young and fit. As I said, you went down on Countdown. You won the thing. But now the problem is you've stumbled into this jungle gym and you're blundering. Peter, I'm still starting to slow down on my lyrics, but I'll eventually come to it. You stumbled in to this jungle gym. The thing is, I'm an old soul too, Pete. I'd love to switch. Experience middle-aged life and all the stability and love it brings. So really, the only way you could come to win is if you know to stop and up and quit and go get on with other things. So the reason for the intervention is this, bud. And I don't feel bad because he's my friend, so I don't mind telling him this stuff. Stop, please. It's not giving up. Go get everything fixed up. And I really, really hope your battle with depression ends up being better than this one. Big hug!
Are we going to...
Oh yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Keep it running. Okay, and 3, and 2, and 1, and...
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Toucan!
And Richard!
Happy birthday to you! Thank you very much. Cheers, everybody.
Alright, we're going to go to the judges.
Sit there, guys.
Yo, you hear him out, the rap battle. We just witnessed the second battle. Me personally, I'd say all 3 rounds were 50-50. I'll give it to Mos Prob on the basis as I liked the bars he was spitting about my man's missus. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
I would say Peep Cashmore won that one there, just by 2. But yeah, I think he gave more. Do you know what I mean? He interacted with the crowd gave him more reception on that one there. So yeah, man, I'll probably give that one to him.
Yeah, I'll say Mos Prob, make it work because it's quite comical and it's more interesting to watch, which is stressful education, I guess. So yeah, Mos Prob.
So he's the person.
We are back at number 16 Tackett Street with the results of Mos Prob versus Pete Cashmore, and the judges went with a 2-1 decision to Mos Prob.
Emphatic applause. Everybody cares. But shout out this guy. He's one of my favourite people in the world.
And shout out to this guy, because he let me do that. And, well, there you go. Thanks.